guys. Okay, let me try to talk louder. Hello everyone. It is time for another budget update. I haven't talked to you guys about where we are in our baby steps in a while, so I figured April's budget would be a good time. Okay, so to catch you up, if you don't know, we became debt-free, completed baby step 2 in December of 2014, 4 months ago, and we are just now, took us 2 years, and we're just now finally getting started on baby step 3, because in the past few months I'm pregnant, so we had to purchase a bigger vehicle. So we sold my car, saved up some money, purchased a Honda Pilot with cash, and we still love it, but we don't love the gas. It's definitely a gas guzzler, so as much as I want to drive it every day, since Jared works from home, I've started driving his car to work more often because it doesn't use as much gas. And we also had to pay a bunch of money to taxes, like almost $6,000. So there's been a lot of setbacks, but now at the end of April we finally were able to contribute some money to baby step 3. So I'm on my phone and hopefully I'm looking at the right spot because my camera just died, of course. Anyways, so our situation is a little different. Both me and Jared are working, but we are trying to live on just his income. So what we're doing is, this is the first month we're doing this, we're putting all of my income, minus things like the doctor bills, which we keep slowly getting in doctor bills, and a couple of other things. So we're taking my income minus those little bills, and that's what we put into our baby step 3 emergency fund. So our goal, I guess, is for baby step 3 is to save up about $20,000. We feel like that's a good number, and we were able to contribute almost $3,000, like $2,750. No wait, yeah, for the end of April. Some of that, and then we're just kind of slowly paying our doctor bills along the way. So our number is more like $25,000 to put into our savings. So because some of that will have to go to the hospital bills and stuff. April was a very busy month. We definitely went over budget. So I may not seem like it right now, I'm kind of in a good mood, but if I would have done this video yesterday, I probably would have been more negative because I was just upset about it. One thing that we continue to struggle with, which I know you've heard me talk about a million times, is the fact that we're so different. Jared's the spender, the free spirit, and I'm the nerd and the saver. And I mean, we both are pumped up about doing these baby steps. We both want to get through baby step 3, but we just see things differently. Like when we had to have a couple of budget meetings throughout April, and when I go over it and when we talk about what we're overspending on, Jared continues to, the way he processes it is he will say, I need to make more money. That's his response to it. Which with me, I'm like, we need to stop spending money. So that's what we continue to struggle with. And I don't know if y'all heard our debt-free scream. One thing Dave said to Jared was, you know, he understood how Jared, as a salesperson, how his mind works. He continues to try to out-earn his stupidity, which, and I heard Dave talk about this on the radio the other day. He was going off on somebody about it, but I mean, that's how Jared's mind works. He wants to make more instead of stop spending less. But so we're having to have a lot of budget meetings, and another problem is, I don't know if I have ever really talked about this, but we both have divorced parents, and I feel like with a lot of couples, they're like usually closer to one side of the family than the other, or maybe they don't live near all of their family. But with us, we are very close to all of our family, and we live near all four sides, plus there's even step sides. And you know, we're the only ones with JoJo's the first grandchild on all sides, so they're constantly wanting to see her, and we're just constantly having stuff going on. And you know, it's not just them, and we're still like good friends with, we're still best friends with all of our friends from high school. So most of them live out of town, but like in May, one of my best friends, she's been wanting me to come visit her for years, and I never have. So that's one thing we're doing in May that we're gonna have to spend money on that I'd rather not, but sometimes you just have to give in and do things like that, you know? Anyways, so that's part of the problem, is I try to plan ahead and budget for all these things. I mean, we can't really say no to doing all these things, and we have so much church stuff going on, just so much going on all the time, and so it's really hard to stick to a tight budget with us. What else? Oh yeah, I was talking about mine and Jared's differences. I know that I rag on him about that a lot. That's our main problem when it comes to our budget, but it is a good thing in a lot of ways also, because like one thing Jared did in April, he took the initiative to call up our car insurance company. He had our car insurance lowered, he got our AT&T bill lowered, and those just aren't things that I would do, because I don't like talking on the phone, I don't like talking to people, I don't like confrontation and all that stuff, but he's really good at it. So anyways, for the month of April, sorry, I'm kind of looking at my computer just because I don't want to miss anything, and so I'm looking at our budget and stuff. So some of the things for the month of April, our basic utilities stayed the same, except for Jared got a couple of them lowered. Another thing that Jared did was he opened a new Roth IRA, or he either opened a new one or he started contributing more to that. And I know that's baby step 4, we're not there yet, so I was a little upset at first, but then like being on baby step 3, it's really got me, and being an FPU, learning about the investing lesson and all the other baby steps, it's really got us thinking, like, as soon as we do finish baby step 3 and we start contributing that 15% into our retirement, that's gonna be a big hit. That's gonna be taking a lot more out, and we're gonna have to be adjusting our budget even more for that. So I don't know what percentage it is, he started contributing $50 a month to a new Roth IRA. And so like I said, I was a little annoyed at first, but now I'm more comfortable with it the more I think about how we're gonna have to adjust our budget when we get to baby step 4. And kids college fund, it's gonna be even more, now we're gonna have 2 kids, that's gonna be even more coming out. So there's just a lot to think about that you really need to plan for once you get out of debt and you gotta start growing up, and it's kind of scary. And with us, some people might think, well, you've been contributing all this money to your debt this whole time and to your savings, but as you guys may know, our income is probably going to go down soon, so that's something that I'm just constantly having to think about and consider and plan for. Anyways, our main problem for April was that we went ridiculously over on groceries, gas, eating out, Jared's personal, my personal, and gifts, medical, clothes, like so much stuff came up. We just went over. I didn't do too bad on the grocery spending. It was mainly eating out, just because we had the Dave Ramsey conference, which we were gone to all day long, so we ate out a couple times. We went out of town to visit family a couple weeks ago, so we ate out a couple times that day. Last weekend we had Earth Day, so we were gone all day, ate out. we had my mom's birthday party, which was at a Mexican food place on Friday night. So yeah, you can guess how much margaritas cost. Not me, but you know who. So we never eat out for lunch and we cook dinner during the week. It's just the weekends are crazy. And I didn't budget enough for it. So while I say all this, when I say that we went over our budget, it's not that we spent more money than we had, which used to be a problem. We're still doing everything on a budget, but we're just spending more than we should. That's my problem, is if I don't plan for it and then it comes up as a surprise, like, it bothers me. You know what I mean? You guys know. And gifts, I knew it was my mom's birthday. I ended up spending a little bit more on her than I have in a while, just because she's been doing so much for us. And then it was one of our friends' kids' birthday, so we bought him a gift. You know, I didn't want to be cheap, and he probably doesn't get as much as JoJo because she's spoiled, so I just want other kids to get to have a fun birthday too. We had a couple of medical things come up with just JoJo getting sick with allergies. Oh, Jared started having to take cholesterol medicine, so that was expensive. I don't know if he's been taking it every day like he should, but if he does, and that's a monthly expense, well, I guess he is, but our plan is to raise our medical envelope from $20 a month to $50, just to be safe. And like, he had to go have blood work done for that cholesterol stuff. Jared went out of town one weekend to visit a friend in Austin, which we had kind of planned for, but he played golf that weekend and he played golf the weekend before, so he definitely went over on his personal spending. And even I did, not near as much as him, but like, mainly I bought a t-shirt to support a friend's adoption fund that she's raising money for, and then little things like that. My hair straightener broke, which is important, and so I was like, man, I'm gonna have to spend $100 getting me a new straightener. But luckily my friend never uses hers, so I bought hers for $30 a chi, so that was a good deal. One other thing we're gonna have to change for May is we are going to have to increase our clothing envelope. We've been doing like $25 a month, but we also haven't had to buy clothes in a long time. But now, just this month, I had to buy some maternity clothes, and JoJo, we've always been given clothes for her, but now we finally are out and nobody's given us any, so we're having to buy her some like size 3T summer clothes. And Jared went shopping without telling me. But I mean, I don't want to say like he deserved it, but he kind of did, because he hasn't been shopping in forever, and he spent more than I would have liked, but it's okay as long as he got it out of his system. And he's been wearing those clothes every day, his new clothes. He loves them, so whatever. But yeah, and then with the fourth baby, another baby coming, I figured it's time to increase our clothing envelope because we're starting to use it. We also had to do some car repairs on Jared's car, so that ended up costing us like $150. We have been following Dave's advice in FPU, and we're working on like our will and our term life insurance. So we ordered the will from US Legal Forms, and that was like $58. And Jared said like it's just a piece of paper that we fill out and keep at home. So that's kind of weird, but have you guys done that? Any advice? And we're in the process of getting the term life insurance, so that hasn't cost us yet. But it's a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. Like, I had to do a phone interview yesterday, and it was like 35 minutes long, and they were just asking me all kinds of questions about medical history, and if I plan on going out of the country, and if I plan on doing skydiving and stuff like that. And I thought it was gonna be just something you fill out and you get term life insurance. but apparently not. So each month we are going to be putting just my income, like I said, into our Baby Step 3 savings. So really, that part's not going to change. I'm going to put that much into our savings, but we have to make sure we're sticking to what Jared's bringing in. So that's something that we're having to work on. Yeah, I'm just really glad that we're finally getting started on it, because there for a while, a couple weeks ago, I was starting to feel really down and depressed and just in a really weird mood, and I was like I missed that feeling of being on Baby Step 2, and I know it sounds weird and I would never go back into debt, but I think part of it was just that it was taking us so long to get started on Baby Step 3, and like I haven't been listening to Dave as much lately, or I wasn't, but I started listening to him in the past couple weeks, and I feel like it's finally getting me a little bit more motivated, and I think being in FPU is helping. But I know it sounds weird, I just miss that feeling of being in Baby Step 2 and having that goal and, you know, working so hard for it. And so if you're in Baby Step 2, I know it sounds weird, but just enjoy it and have fun with it, because then it's kind of like you have to be more grown up when you get to Baby Step 3, and it's just not as exciting, you know? But anyways, hopefully I didn't ramble on too much. It looks like I did. Sorry. Hopefully I didn't rag on Jared too much. It's just our differences continue to be a problem. But it's okay. As long as we're not overdrafting our account anymore, and as long as we're putting something into savings, and we still have our common goals, and it's just something that we continue to have to work through. But anyways, let me know how y'all are doing on Baby Step 2, and I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers, and thank you to Budget Girl. I still haven't thanked her in any of my videos because of that collab video. It helped my channel grow, and I really appreciate it, and I love all your comments, and I hope y'all have a good week, and I'll talk to you later.